a couple weeks ago, Johnathan Majors, star for the MCU, the big bad going forward, the guy who's been billed as the next Thanos for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This entire phase leads up to him and all these different characters he's playing. Got in a little bit of trouble when he got arrested just a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago at this point, accused of some domestic violence, strangulation, assault, harassment, all these things. We've seen the witness recanting, but we've also seen text messages that look really, really bad for Johnathan Majors. And we even had rumors coming out just a few days ago that Marvel Studios internally had been discussing potential people, if they were to recast, potential people to play Kang. And, well, we got some very bad news yesterday. Last night, Johnathan Majors has reportedly been dropped by his management and PR agency. This came out around 9 o'clock last night, well, 5:55 Pacific time, so 9 Eastern. Johnathan Majors and manager Entertainment 360 part ways after facing domestic violence allegations in New York City. This has been his manager for a very long time. Also, his PR firm dropped him last week. A couple brands also paused anything that they were doing with Johnathan Majors. We've talked about this so many times. We don't think people should be canceled just for an allegation. Let things play out. Let's get all the facts. Let's get all the evidence on board. We've seen men lie about these things. We've seen women make up and lie about these things in the past. But this is the standard that Hollywood and Disney and the Marvel Cinematic Universe have set for themselves. Believe all women, #MeToo. And now all these problems are surrounding Johnathan Majors.
Yeah, and the thing that stands out to me, and I saw this discussion going on too as well, it's kind of an obvious discussion, but it's like Ezra Miller is still like employed. Johnathan Majors is completely just done when there's only like we don't even have proof. Correct me if I'm wrong. We don't have actual proof at this point of anything, right?
No, certainly. So basically what happened is they got into an altercation in the taxi cab, and then later on they were at the apartment, and reportedly she passed out. She was unconscious for some reason. Johnathan Majors called the police because she was unconscious. The police show up. They see clear signs that there was some sort of physical altercation. They arrest Johnathan Majors. We had the text messages released that say, from the woman's perspective, it was all my fault. I shouldn't have tried to grab your phone. And they saw that we got into a fight.
Yeah.
Confirming that there was a fight. There was violence in some way, shape, or form. Now, who initiated the violence? Was it because she tried to grab the phone, then Johnathan Majors hauled off and hit her, slapped her? Who knows, right? They say Johnathan Majors' lawyer 3 weeks ago made the claim that we have a video completely exonerating him, and we're looking forward to putting that out there. You put the text out there, they haven't put the video out there. Maybe it's because the text went over so poorly for them.
This is crazy. So basically, his career is, I don't want to say it's completely over, but it is severely damaged, and he's got a long way to get back to now. Because, I mean, this guy was going to be the centerpiece moving forward. Plus, he was in Creed. He was kind of a rising star in a lot of different ways. And now suddenly, boom, it's in bad shape. Now, again, the overall problem I have with this is why you don't get involved with social justice nonsense. No matter who you are, no matter what your race is, no matter what your gender is, no matter who you sleep with, who you vote for, whatever you believe, everybody deserves due process. That's not what the Hollywood standard has been recently. The Hollywood standard basically has been, we're going to use the oppression Olympics model right now. You know, whether it's believe all women, whether it's Black Lives Matter, or whatever applies to that particular situation right now. In a perfect world, which will never exist, but in a functional normal world, he should be given the opportunity to prove his innocence. They have to prove his guilt. Innocent till proven guilty. He should be able to sit there and deal with this without having a career fallout, but that's not going to happen. This is just nonsense, man. It really is.
This is kind of the rules that they've set for themselves, and maybe if he came out as non-binary like Ezra Miller, you know, all these things wouldn't be happening to him. We should point out, Marvel has not said anything about dropping him officially. And in fact, in this Deadline article, here's what they say. Deadline hears from their sources, there's been zero conversations in the Marvel camp to drop Majors from the MCU. I don't believe that. That's not to say that I believe that Marvel's already set on recasting him or anything like that. I do not believe that there's been zero conversations. You can't convince me that there haven't been people in Marvel that are like, hey, if this is true, if this happens, what are we going to do? You can't tell me that that's real. Now, as of right now, they're standing by him by not saying anything, but they've removed him from basically all the marketing for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania digital release. They do reportedly have a trailer that has him in it in Loki, because he's in Loki season 2 as Kang, as a different version of Kang. So this is another kind of nightmare for the Marvel Cinematic Universe that seems like they've been dealing with nothing but nightmares.